How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm Drew, in case you don't know me, world famous, and today I'm going to be showcasing my Xbox 360 collection because absolutely nobody asked for it. Now, I apologize for the loud whirring noise that you're hearing in the background. It's not a jet engine, it's just my Xbox 360. I've had it since 2007, so it's on its last leg. Now, before I begin, I just want to clarify, I'm not going to be reviewing every game because that would take way too long, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm just going to be rating each one. Nothing complicated, no .25, .5, or .75. Whole numbers only, 1 through 10. Simple as that. So, that being said, let's get started. So I tried recording with my 360 on, but that noise was way too in my ear and I couldn't concentrate. And I don't think you guys want to hear the jet engine from Donnie Darko the whole time. So if you were enjoying the background screen, I apologize. There's nothing wrong with black. What are you, racist? Anyways, my first 360 game is Afro Samurai. If you love the anime, if you like the anime, you'll definitely want to check this out if you haven't already. It's not perfect, the gameplay could have been more polished, but I certainly enjoyed it. So I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is Batman Arkham City. I love the hell out of this game. If you haven't played it, play it. I never played Origins or Arkham Knight. I don't feel like I need to because this is my absolute favorite one. I love all the Riddler challenges. I love fighting in the Joker level in the Ice Lounge because those enemies keep coming. And my favorite suit is the Batman Beyond suit. So everything you heard about this game, believe it. I give it a 10 out of 10. Batman the Telltale series. I like it. If you played the other Telltale games, you kind of know what you're in for. The gameplay isn't so fast, but it is engaging. I haven't beaten it yet. I only played the first 2 episodes, but I'm looking forward to what the other 3 have to offer. So I also give this a 7 out of 10. If you played Katamari Damacy for PS2, you're gonna love beautiful Katamari. I absolutely love this game, just like I love the PS2 version. I like how the gameplay is silly, just ridiculous. The storyline it's whatever, but it doesn't have to be engaging like that. It's not meant to be a masterpiece, as they say. Just turn it on, enjoy it, love it. It's fun with family and friends. So I give this an 8 out of 10. BioShock 1 and 2, the Ultimate Rapture Edition. I haven't played any of the DLCs yet, so I'm only going to be rating the first 2 games. Obviously, they're classics. If you haven't played them, definitely. I feel like the first 2 games are like must-play games. So the first one, I give a 9 out of 10. The second one, I give a 7 out of 10, just because it wasn't worse, but I feel like nothing new was really added to the table. BioShock Infinite. I haven't played this game yet. I watched a lot of reviews, a lot of gameplays on this, and it looks awesome. So I don't want to give an off rating, but from what I've seen, it certainly seems like at least an 8 out of 10, possibly a 9. I can't wait to find out though. Blood Drive, a less polished Twisted Metal, but with zombies. Now, I love zombies, so I definitely had to buy this without knowing anything about it. It's far from perfect. I think without the zombies, I definitely would have skipped over this. But overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. Now, I absolutely love the first 2 games, Road to Hill 30 and Earned in Blood. So this was an automatic buy for me. Even though the gameplay relatively stays the same, it feels more polished, so I was certainly glad of that. I love this game. So I certainly give this one an 8 out of 10. Maybe a 9, but I feel like that's just nostalgia goggles. Dead Island. I absolutely love this game. I could spend hours just walking around, opening every drawer, collecting every item, trying to find the hidden items, killing zombies, just whatever. Just driving around, exploring the open world. I get how some of the characters are a little bit stereotyped, but I mean, it's not gonna offend anybody. At least I don't think so, given the modern climate. So this one, certainly an 8 out of 10. Dead Island Riptide. Pretty much the exact same gameplay as the first one, which I actually appreciated. They offered more weapons, I think like an extra character or two, and it was just fun exploring new areas that the game has to offer. So another 8 out of 10. Deadpool. It is a fun game, the action is great, the storyline is whatever, but it's enjoyable. But I do agree that the worst part is Deadpool himself. He just talks too damn much, he tries too hard to be likable, and that's kind of a con to the game. So overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. Dead Rising. I also love this game. It's one of the first games I bought for 360, and actually it made me have to buy an HD TV because the one I had before was like a Magnavox, and I couldn't read any of the text. So I don't think I've ever gotten the true ending, but I like popping this in every now and again just to like see where it all started, if that makes sense. So for this one, I think 9 out of 10. Dead Rising 2. I enjoyed it just as much as the first game, if not a little bit better. I mean, I could spend hours just making weapons, killing as many zombies as possible. I don't think I've gotten the true ending in this one as well, but it doesn't bother me. So I would say 8 out of 10 for sure. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. Now, I don't remember much from this game. I remember popping it in a few months ago thinking like I have to beat it, and I already did. The only things I remember is meeting the character from the second game, and then fighting a tank near the end. So even though I don't remember much of it, I don't think that takes away from the gameplay. So I'll also give this one an 8 out of 10. Doom 3 BFG Edition. Now excuse my French, but this is fucking awesome. I remember owning Doom 3 by itself for the original 360. I've never played Doom 1 or 2 for PC, so once I bought this, I played a part of Doom 1, not too far into it, but it was just awesome. I love this series, I love this edition. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Escape from Dead Island. Now this game really surprised me. I really loved how the camera angle was in third person and how the graphics are cel shaded. I had low expectations with this one and it surprised me. I think it was a good spin-off to the series. So for this one, I also give an 8 out of 10. Ghostbusters the video game. Yes, I love this game. Yes, I consider it the third movie. It really feels like that when you're watching all the cutscenes and just hanging out with the four. Come on, who doesn't want to do that? So I really liked how the gameplay was challenging for most of the levels. I didn't want it to just be a breeze through. So certainly 9 out of 10. Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes from Liberty City. Now, I haven't played any of the episodes, The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony, so I can't really I can't rate that, but Grand Theft Auto 4 is my favorite Grand Theft Auto, and Nico Bellic is my favorite protagonist. Um, there's just a lot to do in the game, and I love that. And even though his cousin Roman is really annoying, I think Nico makes up for all of that. Now, just a side note, I get how everyone likes Trevor from part 5, but being too unpredictable is somewhat predictable. And it just gets just boring for me. It seems like his character is trying too hard to be edgy and shocking. At least for Nico Bellic, he's cool, calm, and collected, and then when shit pops off, then he gets crazy. And that's what I like. So, Grand Theft Auto 4, 9 out of 10. Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition. I love reliving the classic. I really enjoyed playing the game in the older graphics style because the new graphics are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it just felt a little bit too bright for me, and just playing the old graphics in like HD is fantastic. I don't think anything was really changed between the remaster. So for Halo, I know I have my nostalgia goggles on, but I give this one a 10 out of 10. Halo 3 Limited Edition. Now I haven't beaten this game, I've only played about half of it a while ago, so from what I remember, it was really fun. I think it's a great addition to the series. So in general, I give it an 8 out of 10. Halo 4. Now I haven't beaten this game as well, and I played I think only a level, maybe 2. So from the gameplay, I really liked it. Storyline, I could see everybody's complaints about it. So just everything in total, I give it a 7 out of 10. Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. Now honestly, I would never have bought this game if Lobo wasn't in it. For a lot of, I guess you could say, comic games, I won't play them or even buy them unless one of my favorite characters are in there. So I'm pretty sure if Lobo wasn't in it, I wouldn't have even bothered with this game because I suck at fighting games. But overall, I think it's really fun. I haven't played as any other characters besides Lobo, but I have seen gameplay and it gets pretty nuts. So I will have to say I give this a solid 8 out of 10. Iron Man. I love this game. I know it's far from perfect. I know it's flawed. I know it could have been a lot better, but I like how fast paced it is. I like the different missions. I like the different suits. Hard mode is ridiculous. And to any of my fellow gamers who have beaten this on hard mode, good job, congrats. We are on another caliber. So I know that I'm gonna be biased and I hope you don't yell at me too much, but I give this a 10 out of 10. Iron Man 2, I'm not gonna be biased with this one. I liked it because it's an Iron Man game. I like how you could play War Machine, but I felt like it was a step back because the gameplay is slower, the controls are a bit more clunkier. It didn't have that oomph that the first game had. But I still liked it, but I know that it is what it is. So I give this one a 5 out of 10. Left 4 Dead. A classic is a classic. Regardless if you play alone, if you play with friends, I just love how fast-paced this game is. It's scary at some points, I will admit, and I love playing it every now and again. So I give this one a 9 out of 10. Left 4 Dead 2, another classic. Everything is faster, there's more weapons, there's a lot more levels. I mean, like I said, if you play with people, if you play by yourself, you're gonna love it. So I give this one a 9 out of 10. Lego The Hobbit. Now, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Lego games, which you'll find ironic in a bit. But I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so any game that's a part of that franchise, I'm gonna buy. So the few levels that I have played, I really enjoyed. Um, it's fun for the whole family if you have kids, and if not, as a Lord of the Ring fan, I think you'll enjoy this for what it is. So I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Lego Lord of the Rings. I love this game. I had fun replaying the original trilogy in Lego mode. It's fun. I could spend hours just destroying everything in the environment. I think that's my favorite thing about Lego games is just destroying as much as you can. So if you love the trilogy, if you love the franchise, obviously you're gonna love this. I give this one a 9 out of 10. Lego Marvel Avengers. I really like this game. I didn't think I would. I bought it mainly because Iron Man, but I enjoyed playing as the other characters. I enjoyed exploring Manhattan, and I enjoyed how every level will kind of focus on a certain character skill set. So that was really fun. But Iron Man is the best character in this game. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Lego Marvel Superheroes. I know what I said a bit ago, how I'm not a huge fan of Lego games, but any game that has Iron Man in it, I'm gonna buy. I like this one more than the Lego Avengers game because this one has more characters, obviously. The humor I feel is a bit more hit than miss with this one, and as much as I love playing as Iron Man, I enjoyed playing as other characters as well, like Deadpool. So definitely check this out. It has more variety. So I give this one an 8 out of 10. Lollipop Chainsaw. I knew nothing about this game when I bought it. I bought it mainly for the zombies, so I didn't know what I was getting into. I was hoping it wouldn't be so sensual as Dead or Alive, because we all still remember those physics, but it was actually a lot of fun. I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed the ridiculous storyline. It's nothing that will win any awards, but it's fun, And to all the cosplayers who dressed as Juliet Starling, I thank you personally. So I give this game an 8 out of 10. Lord of the Rings Conquest. Now, if you love the Star Wars Battlefront games, I feel like you're gonna love this one, especially if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. Now, there's a few levels that are tough that will annoy the hell out of you, but once you beat them, I'm telling you, it's awesome. So it's fun playing as the good guys. It's fun playing as the bad guys. So I give this one a 9 out of 10. Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2. Now, I never played the first one or this one on PC, but I know that it's better on there. I just figured since I'm a console gamer, I could give it a try. The gameplay is fun, but the controls are a pain in the ass. So overall, I give this a 6 out of 10. Lord of the Rings, War in the North. Now this game surprised me. I knew nothing about it. I just bought it because it was a Lord of the Rings game. But I was just surprised by how much I enjoyed it. I love the storyline, I love the interactions with the NPCs, and I love the combat system. It really is a great game. So for this, I give it 8 out of 10. So this video has gone on longer than I thought it would, so I'm gonna stop here because I still have another pile to go through and we all need a break. So part 1 covered A through L, part 2 will cover M through Z. Now if you played any of these games, let me know what you think about them. If there are other games from A through L that I don't have that you think I should play, tell me about them, because the more the merrier, right? So I hope you look forward to part 2. I certainly do. And I'll see you next time.